Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and I'm joined today by Richard. How's it going today, Richard?
Hey Seth, going well. What's up with you?
Not a whole lot. Ready for some more goat magic. So this week we are doing goat magic, or greatest of all time magic, for tempo decks. And we dug around a bit, finally decided on two pretty obvious choices. So Richard, why don't you go first? What greatest of all time tempo deck are you going to be battling with this week?
I'm playing everyone's favorite 1-mana 3/2 flyer, Delver of Secrets, straight from Pro Tour Dark Ascension from Matt Costa in the top 8. This was the standard version of Delver, and today we have various legacy Delver decks. When this card was spoiled, it was totally under the radar. LSV gave it a 2 out of 5 on his constructed review. No one thought Delver would be good, and it turns out this is one of the best tempo cards ever made. You simply play Delver in turn 1, turn 2, Mana Leak, whatever they do. By the way, this deck probably put the final nail in Mana Leak's standard career. And then you have Ponder to set up your Delver. And we also have cards like Invisible Stalker, Unblockable 1/1, and Geist of Saint Traft. 2/2 hexproof that makes an angel when it attacks. And to pair with these creatures, we have Sword of War and Peace and Runechanter Spike. So basically the most tempo decks of tempo decks. You play a threat, you play Vapor Snags, counterspells, removal, try to clear the way and finish the game before your opponent can do anything.
Well, speaking of tempo decks, my deck is probably just as tempo-y as yours, and I'm going with Faeries from back in Morningtide Standard, and this is a build from Antti Malin, who actually won Worlds in 2008 with Blue-Black Faeries, and Worlds back in the day was basically another Pro Tour. Like, Worlds was a super big deal, so this was an extremely dominant deck in Standard. If you read over articles published about the most dominant and best decks of all time, you will usually find Faeries on the list, and this deck was good for a really long time. It eventually got to the point where Wizards printed cards specifically to beat this deck, and it eventually worked. They printed Great Stag Sable, which eventually helped a little bit, protection from blue. Eventually it was Volcanic Fallout, which was kind of the card that Faeries had a hard time beating. So, much like your deck, I'm playing the Tempo plan. I have Vendilion Clicks and Spell Stutter Sprites to kind of disrupt you, countering your stuff, also leaving bodies on the battlefield, Mistbind Click to cast on your upkeep and Time Walk you, and a bunch of random counters. No Mana Leaks, nothing at that power level, but I do have Thoughtseize, which is, I think, similar to Mana Leak in the sense that it's very unlikely that Wizards is actually ever going to put that card in Standard again. And of course, Bitter Blossom is kind of the key card in the deck. I read a couple of articles about this deck and about Standard at the time, and this was a card that there were calls for bannings. It never actually happened, but if you talk to Standard players back in 2008, around this time frame, and ask them, what card do we need to ban, or should we ban if we ban one card, Bitter Blossom was the one at the top of the list. So I'm really interested in this matchup because I have no idea which deck is going to win or which is better. Do you have any ideas or guesses heading into it, Richard?
I'm leaning towards Faeries. Your deck is basically the modern Faeries. You're playing Bitter Blossom, Cryptic Command. You have a bunch of flyers. You're playing Glenelendra out of the board, all of which kind of stonewall Delver of Secrets. And more importantly, my Sword of War and Pieces don't work against you. Your creatures are not white or red. So I think you have the advantage here, but I think it's going to be close.
Yeah, I'm really not sure. I know I do have some good, strong flyers, but so do you. And you have Geist of Saint Traft, which is a card that, if you can slip it through my removal, especially if you can get it equipped on something, I have no idea how I beat that card. I don't really have a plan for it. I guess I have some Infests in my sideboard, which technically can do it if it's not equipped with anything, but that's a card I'm mostly scared of, and even just a Delver flipping on turn 1 is such a fast clock, so I really don't know. I guess I'm going to lean towards Faeries, but I'm really not sure. I'm actually really excited for this one and hoping for and expecting a close match. So, one last thing on our way into it, a quick reminder, if you enjoy Goat Magic and the other series here on the channel, it would be amazing if you could take a quick second and click that subscribe button down in the corner of your screen. Great way to support the channel and the site for free. And this is going to be, like previous Goat Magic episodes, Pro Tour style, best of 5 match. With sideboarding doesn't happen until after game 2. So let's get to it, Richard. You ready to play some Goat Magic Faeries versus Delver?
Let's do it. One thing we should compare is how many banned in Modern cards we have each.
Ooh. I don't believe I have any banned in Modern cards.
I'm running Gitaxian Probe, recently banned, and also Ponder, also banned.
I guess Bitter Blossom, because Wizards was so scared of fairies, was initially banned in Modern, but it has come off the ban list, and in all honesty, it hasn't done a whole lot since it came off. It sees a little play in fairies and white-black tokens, but it definitely hasn't broken the format since it returned, so...
So I won the die roll, pretty good for a tempo deck. But am I the tempo deck here, or am I the control deck? I don't know.
I'm going to keep this hand, I think. It's not insane, but I think it's fine.
All right. What more can we ask for?
There it is.
2 out of 5. Constructed review. Goes to show you, spoiler season reviews may not always be accurate.
Oh, yeah, it's so funny.
All right, blind flip Delver, let's do it.
Well, you're playing against me, so it's going to happen.
I can't even see my card. Where's my card? Moto fail. Well, I'm going to reveal it. I don't know where it is. Let's see what happens. Nope, I revealed the Glacial Fortress. Don't worry about that. Maybe I'll figure out where it pops up sooner or later.
I wasn't looking. I didn't see it. Oh, no.
The pike is actually very important because it gives first strike, and 1 power first strike is probably good enough to get through most of your fairies.
Ah, that is so true. Well, I happen to top deck my namesake, key card, Bitter Blossom. Not great if Delver flips, also not great against Runechanter's Pike, but steady stream of fairies every turn.
Oh, okay. I see the card now. I figured out how to use Moto. It was not the card we were looking for, though.
Oh, I was worried that was going to be a Geist.
So not as good as Legacy, where we can brainstorm to set up our Delver. But we do have Ponders. We just need to draw one.
Yeah, not as good as Legacy, but somehow better than Modern as far as cantrips. Well, let's Thought Seize you. See what's going on over there.
Well, I guess I'll pay 4 life for this.
Ooh, okay. Is that your only...
Yes.
That makes more sense now.
Only cost me 2 life, because you paid 2 life as well.
Since there's counters in your deck, I think we're just going to...
Oh, no. You have removal?
Terrorize your Delver.
Suddenly, my board looks very sad.
And your hand is pretty sad, as we just saw. No.
Well, we're playing Voltron over here. Masterpiece, Sword of War and Peace, not available back then, but might as well play with the new art.
Oh wow, that's a good one. Okay. Oh man, that card's so absurd. Well, we will just pass the turn and maybe play something on your upkeep.
Okay.
Mistbind, pretty good. It works well with Bitter Blossom. Basically a Time Walk on a 4/4 body.
Alright, I could top deck a Delver, play a land and draw it. Play a land and cast it, but I did not do that, so I will just pass the turn and get Time Walked.
What removal do you have in your deck? I didn't actually look too much.
Gut Shot, Dismember.
Gut Shot's actually pretty good against a lot of fairies.
It is. Okay, am I dead next turn? Pretty close.
4, 5, 6, 7, maybe.
Oh wait, does this? No, you don't have a creature land besides Mutavault.
No, I do though have more flash.
Oh no!
Just make sure you didn't draw anything good here.
Uh,
Hand check.
uh,
Uh,
my win con, Invisible Stalker. Are you gonna let me keep it?
I'm actually wondering about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but it's gonna gain your life. All right, I think that's probably too risky.
Well, we have a second sword.
Oh no. I think that's all that's in your deck too.
A little awkward.
Well, let's keep Mutavaulting. Mutavault and Thoughtseize, the two cards in specific that Wizards reprinted in Standard, and then they ruined Standard reprints forever because Wizards was so disappointed with their power level. Oh, there's a Ponder.
It's a ponder, and we have nothing good, so we will shuffle and we will scoop.
That was a weird draw for you with so much equipment.
Too much equipment and couldn't get the Invisible Stalker down.
Yeah, Invisible Stalker and Geist are what scared me mostly.
Snapkeep.
This is a Snap Mall. One lander. Well, back when this deck was a thing, the scrying after mulligans wasn't there, but since it's a rule now, I'm going to keep and hope we scry into a land.
You know, every time I play turn 1 Delver, I feel like I've won the game. It's not actually true, but it feels so good.
That's the anti-land. Is it blind flip? No.
Nope.
You don't have much Delver luck, Richard.
That's the reason why I'm losing this match, obviously. But we got Ponder.
Oh, well, it's going to be flipping next turn.
Oh, do I want this? This hand is so bad. Okay. Put on top, put on top. This is where I need a fetch land. Because I only want certain cards. We will ponder again. Dig deeper.
Oh, did you... You did not shuffle the first one, okay.
I did not shuffle. Ooh, this is pretty good. So, put on top, put on top, put on top. Alright. And, do you have any trickery? Is this Delver gonna make it in?
No gut shots for me. Hey, it's a land though. We do get to play Magic, and we will just slam a Bitter Blossom.
All right.
Gotta bet it's flipping this time.
It is not flipping.
Oh.
Because I wanted.
Oh no! Is it Geist?
You said you couldn't beat this card, so we're gonna find out if you can beat the card.
Well, maybe I should not have played Bitter Blossom and tried to deal with that. Well, come on, chump blocking fairy tokens.
It's actually not bad because you can chump block the 4/4 with the 1/1 every turn.
Yeah, it keeps me alive for a minute.
2 mana. So do you play mana leak type cards? What do you even play? You have cryptics.
I do have some cheaper counters, but no literal mana leaks.
Remove soul? Jeez.
And Broken Ambitions.
Wait, so Broken Ambitions is power sync or is it?
Yeah, it's basically power sync with a mill as a clash effect.
Or you can spell Stutter Sprite for 2?
Yes.
Oh, I don't like any of that. We'll just get in there with the Geist.
Alright. This plan is probably not going to work, but we're going to take it. Actually, we can do that. Yeah, we'll do this. So another 2 mana play I have, one of my all-time favorite removal spells, Agony Warp.
I kind of want my Delver.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, I take less from the Angel at least.
Alright, you're tapped out.
Another Geist. Oh, that's really bad.
So it's actually funny, I remember playing against Delver, and during this time, you can legend rule the other opponent's legendary. So Phantasmal Image was one of the best answers to Geist. But with today's rules, you can't even do that.
That's true. Phantasmal Image is really good at that.
Alright, we play our Delver.
I don't even know if you have to kill me anymore. You probably just wait till the Bitter Blossoms do the job. But at least now I can double chump every turn.
Alright, let the chumping begin.
Yep. It's going to stay alive for a second here.
So at what point do I just go to defense and let your Bitter Blossoms kill you?
I'll speed up the process for you.
Yes!
Oh, no!
My hand is terrible. Gotcha.
Oh, that's the second time I Thoughtseize has done that. Thoughtseiz's such a horrible magic card. It's just lose 2 life, look at lands in Richard's hand. Sooner or later, that Delver is going to flip, and it's going to be a sad day. But
You would think.
not yet. Well, instant replay.
Alright, are you going to Thoughtseize me again?
I'm hoping I draw a land and can do other things. Okay. Pass the turn. Come on, no flip. I'm hoping we go through this entire 5-game set with you never flipping a Delver in your Delver deck.
This, my friends, is why Delver is not played in Modern.
We can see where the 2 out of 5 rating came from. It's just a 1-1 for 1.
Alright. Delver's getting in. Oh no. Do you have a click? Spell stutter.
Yeah. I want to kill the Delver and chump everything. I probably should have tapped in a way that left mana up, but I don't think I have any 1-mana plays anyway. At instant speed.
I mean, it's fairly easy to tell that I just drew lands with this deck because I'm not playing any instants. I'm not playing any creatures or further equipment. Alright, I think I've won. Wait, no, you can. I guess you could Cryptic Command your Blossoms back.
Yeah, if I draw one more land.
Your wish may come true. We may complete this series without a Delver flipping.
Well, since I'm pretty sure you drew a land.
More?
Yep, keep drawing the spell stutters. I'm down to like a 2-turn clock from my Bitter Blossoms, though. Oh.
And since you know I have lands, I might as well play it.
Come on, deck. Well. Yep. There's no getting out of it without the land. There's no way to not kill myself to Bitter Blossoms at this point. Oh, well, that was better for you.
Yeah, it turns out I just need you to be stuck on 3 mana.
You didn't even run that well, though. You just played a Geist, pretty much. And
I pretty much
sword.
drew like 1 more action card than you, but my action card was Geist and Sword of War and Peace.
So we finally get to sideboard.
I don't even know what's good.
That's one of the weird things about these matchups, or unique things, I guess, is our sideboards definitely aren't geared for each other's decks. My sideboard, I don't know what this is supposed to be beating, actually. I'm not super familiar with the format back then. But these seem pretty reasonable. Sower of Temptation, not good at stealing Geist. Oh, wow. I have a Ponder in my sideboard. Apparently Ponder was in the format, but the deck didn't play it.
Oh, the original? What was the original set? Morningtide? Lorwyn?
Lorwyn, yeah. I can't believe that Ponder wasn't part of this deck. That seems crazy to me.
Oh, I didn't even get a Snapcaster. I just realized Snapcaster's in my deck. I literally did not draw any of my good cards. Interesting.
All it takes is a Geist.
I am not exactly sure this is correct, but we'll try it.
Yeah, I'm not very confident with my sideboarding either in this one. Alright, I guess this is fairly reasonable.
I too shall keep. Turn 1 Thoughtseize. Nope.
Nope, just tap land.
Alright, I'm very good at turn 1 Delvers. But so far, I haven't managed to get any to flip.
Well, we're not even going to find out. We're just going to tap in properly, and then untap, try this again, and we're just going to kill that right away. Before you get to draw a mana leak or something.
Alright, well, Delver's back.
You have drawn a lot of Delvers, I'll give you that.
Just cannot get rid of the Insectile Menace. Uh-oh.
Well, here's your chance.
Oh dear.
Still not happening. Well, we're going to try this. If you got the mana leak, fair enough.
I don't like this. Get in there, Delver.
Alright, go ahead.
Oh, that's conveniently Cryptic Command mana.
Pay no mind.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Oh,
Yes, we did it. We flipped
oh,
Delver.
the dream died.
Uh,
So you're like 1 for 12 on Delver flips now, I think.
how many flash fairies can you play to ruin my day? So Vendilion click, missed bind click, but you don't have something to champion.
Spell
Spell
Stutter doesn't do
stutter.
it really.
I guess you could double spell stutter if you really want.
That sounds painful.
All right. I will ponder.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay. And play this thing. Go to combat.
Yep. We'll take it.
And I will pass.
Yeah, we better do this now. Do you have Mana Leak number 2?
No. But I have a
No.
better snake.
Well, that's fine, because it'll take you 10 more turns to flip it again. Go ahead.
Delver.
Sure.
No, no cryptic.
We'll just do this again. Oh my god, I'm so bad at tapping these secluded glens for some reason. Okay, there we go. We'll just do it that way.
Oh, okay, you win.
Yes. All right, go ahead. This is kind of how I imagine these games going. No one tapping out.
Sword.
All right. The time has come. Plus, I kind of want to draw a card.
No bitter blossom.
Yeah, I haven't found the Bitter Blossom yet.
Sword?
Yeah, that one's good.
All right. We got a sword. Now I need a Moreland Haunt.
Ooh. Speaking of Bitter Blossom,
All right, you can have a bitter blossom.
after it killed me last game, probably not too scary.
Playing around Mana Leak, but you don't run Mana Leak.
Yep. Can't do anything about that. I kind of wanted that.
All right. No bitter blossom for you.
What removal do you have? Should I not be beating down with Mutavault? I guess we can. Hopefully this is not a bad idea.
All right. Oh, nice. Geist?
Well, we have to try this. Hopefully. Oh no!
Yes, yes.
Oh, that
Oh, I
greedy,
feel so good. This
Like-
is the best.
that greedy Mutavault attack is not gonna let me pay for Mana Leak. Oh, just had to get in that 2 damage.
So this is why these cards are no longer. Oh wait! Oh my god!
Did you just target your
I just
Geist?
casted it on my own Geist because I misclicked.
Oh no!
Oh dear. Well, all right.
Oh, and you were so excited about the
I was so
Snapcaster,
excited for the
too.
return of control that I misclicked. Goat Punts. We renamed the series. Goat Punts.
Oh lord!
Oh my god.
I think that.
Nope. That was a next level play because I needed Geist in my graveyard for Moreland Hunt. Yes.
That makes sense, sort of.
Oh, I was so excited. And now I'm so sad. I'm very confused. Oh, you championing?
Yeah, I might as well tap you out. Now there's no Geist to worry about.
Wait, what is it? It taps all lands.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, you can
Alright.
get some value out of your Geist.
Oh my god. I was so excited for Snapcaster Mana Leak in Standard.
How do you like the new Snapcaster art?
I like it.
Yeah.
I don't like the thing where they remove the invitational player from their card.
Yeah, that is a little
That part I
awkward.
don't like, but oh dear.
More Bitter Blossoms.
I'll just take it.
Can I beat your sword, though? And Moreland Hunt.
We will, I guess, equip Snapcaster Mage.
Yup.
And Snapcaster dies, presumably.
Yes, I believe so. Can't let you get in that sword hit.
Alright. We're back. We're back.
Oh,
Forget tap
is
my
it?
mana.
Oh no.
This time I'm hellbent, so I cannot counter my own geist. I cannot counter my own geist.
No. Well, I got Bitter Blossom tokens to chump, so that's something. Actually, maybe we just stay back.
Ponder.
It's always a good draw off the top when you don't have anything else going on.
Shuffle? So, I guess we just... I need double sword, actually. The sword you counted earlier. Do I just want to smash in, or do we just want to play the waiting game?
Yeah, who wins the long game?
I'm not sure, but your Bitter Blossom is helping and hurting you. Alright, we will just wait around.
Yeah, at this point, Moorland Haunt is almost a pain-free Bitter Blossom.
Yeah, Moorland Haunt's really good. It's one of the things that really made this deck crazy, because you remove all the Delvers and Snapcasters, and then you get an endless stream of 1/1s.
Yeah, we'll just keep passing.
Problem is you have Cryptic Commands, which is really good.
Yeah, eventually I'll draw a Cryptic. Hopefully.
Do I want to keep more cards in hand for sword? Yeah. Alright, you're slowly dying. We're tied now.
Ooh, that is... Alright, because we drew that, we're actually gonna... I'm pretty sure you have 2 lands in hand, but we're gonna do this anyway. Let's tap properly. So, Thoughtseize you.
Alright, I will Thought Scour myself.
Okay. Ooh, Day of Judgment.
This is an interesting call here. Yeah. So then... Oh, wait. I will Snapcaster, which I drew off the Thought Scour. How
Combo. Vapor Snag. Vapor Snag your Snapcaster? Snapcaster something else?
No thank you. Alright.
Well, I guess if you want a Vapor Snag, you better do it now.
Yeah.
Archmage is pretty good. I think I'm kind of okay with that.
I really could use a Rune Shatter's Pike.
Oh, yeah. That would be very hard to beat right now. Is that a 4 of in your deck?
No, it's a 1 of.
Oh, okay. Feel a little better.
So there's no way I can actually connect with this, right? Alright.
Whoa. Getting aggressive. Well, we got a chump. Block there, I think, is our plan.
Down to 7.
Yup. Oh, more Moorland Haunts. Down to 6. Well, I guess we just pass. Can we race if we attack? Yeah, we can't attack. We'll just pass.
So Glitterlendra counters non-creature spells, so it also hits our equipment.
Yes, basically a negate. You're finally running out of fuel.
We will probe you. We will pay mana. No one's ever done this before. Cryptic?
Actually, I messed up a minute ago. I was supposed to do this on your upkeep, but I guess we'll do it now anyway. I did not have my stop set properly. So we gotta get the click down either way. That's a lot of tapping. Oh, just floating it all?
Yeah. What could I possibly cast? I don't know. Maybe get some white mana in there.
Never know. Alright. We'll just champion our Mutavault. And yeah, would have been better on your upkeep, but still a big flyer.
You have a terror. Uh-oh.
Cannot hit Geist, unfortunately.
Oh, this is a good draw. Now that I know you just have a terror. So if I attack with this, you chomp. Okay.
Oh, Lord. Okay. How do we beat that ever? Well, block, block, block. Feels bad, but Terror the Angel token.
I'll take it.
Yup. I think I have one card that gets me out of this, maybe. At least temporarily. It's so good because all that blocking just gives you more creatures for Moorland Haunt, so you have more creatures to wear your sword.
Yep.
So even killing them doesn't really save me. I guess we're not literally dead yet, so play the land because of sword. I guess we just go aggro and hope we top deck a few cryptics in a row.
You only need like one cryptic. Wait, you are just dead, right? Hold on. How much? Oh, you because you don't have any cards in hand.
Yeah, since I'm empty-handed, I think I actually no. Then I bitter blossom myself to death. You're right.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not dead from your sword, but I'm dead to the bitter blossom afterwards.
And I get to gain 2 life, crucially.
Not if I concede before you hit me. Got ya. Oh, wow. Okay. All right, heading into game 4. We're on the play. Okay.
Okay.
We'll play that untapped and
Oh.
turn 1 Thoughtseize.
No turn 1 Delver this time.
Oh, double Invisible Stalker. Well, I think we got to take Rune Chanter's Pike is actually scarier since you have 2 Stalkers.
Seachrome Coast. No Delver. I guess we just jam the Stalker.
Yep.
Nope. Pump fake.
Had to make you think about it, just in case. Just keep playing lands. At least without equipment, Stalker is not that scary. Although it combines with my Bitter Blossom damage to add up to a lot of turn. The Haunt. Yep.
I hope you don't have like that -2/-2 effect.
This is a bit of a slow start, but
Alendra.
can't do anything this turn, unfortunately. So we're just hoping you don't draw anything sweet.
No Geist.
That's the good news. Ooh. Maybe we should not have played that. Alright, let's just play an island. Start beating down. Stop on your upkeep, I believe.
Oh well.
Probably know what's coming.
Wait, don't you? I'm confused. When you champion your Glen Alendra, it's just gone.
Yeah.
But
For the time
see.
being.
So you're supposed to sack Glen Alendra and then champion it, and then somehow get it back.
If the click dies, it comes back, yeah.
All right. Well, I guess.
You actually have something?
No.
Oh.
Well, Invisible Stalkers get in there.
Yep. Well, hopefully this play makes more sense when you see the next play. Figured Glen Alendra was going to die anyway, because I do have my one sideboard out to your hexproof creatures. I probably should have attacked first. That's okay. We didn't want those 2 points of damage.
Well, try this.
Yep.
And we'll try this.
Well, since you tapped your blue mana. Okay. Feel like we're in an okay position.
Oh.
Come on, no Delver flips.
All right. Need you more than ever. Delver, let's do it.
No flip, no flip.
Oh, jeez.
Yes.
No flip.
Man, Delver is so bad in Standard.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3. All right. I need to get rid of Bitter Blossom.
Yep.
And this Mistbind click is killing me here.
Yes, second one would be nice.
Just ping you down. Play another Delver. So if we land this and flip, we could win the race. It's not landing.
Yeah, gonna try to avoid that.
All right.
Yep.
We will counter the right spell this time. Instead of getting excited and missing what we're clicking.
Alright, we need no flips. Oh, it's all about the flips. Well, we're attacking. Ooh, actually, that might have been a big draw. Sort of. No flip, no flip.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no! Oh, no!
It's a Vapor Snag, too.
Oh, that's the best flip.
Yes, I would reveal this card.
Oh, Vapor Snag.
So what is this thing that becomes a 2/1 flyer?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot how oppressive Snapcaster Vapor Snag was in Standard. That was pretty miserable.
Alright, so I hit you. The question is, what do I Vapor Snag? If anything.
Well, we'll take it. Down to 6.
Because your misbind click has flash, right? Huh. Okay, I think we just hold it, actually. You draw the counter, you draw the counter.
Wait, your hand is Vapor Snag and Unknown. Huh.
This Glenalendra is so annoying. Because if I snag the misbind, it just unlocks the 2 counterspells for you.
That's true. Oh, what's the play here? So we fire up Conclave, attack with everything, then we die.
I like that plan. Let's vote on it.
I don't... I wish I knew your last card. That's what's making this all so complicated. Well, I guess this is probably safest. So we don't accidentally kill ourselves.
You thought seizing? No. What are you doing? Oh my god. Oh, jeez.
Just in case you have some sort of counter or something.
You're only at 5 life?
Yep.
What do I do? What's the play? What's the play? I could also kill half of a Glenalendra. Okay, I think we let this go.
Alright. Get in with Misspine.
Alright, I will Vapor Snag it.
Okay.
You get a Glenalendra.
I do.
I will make some spirits.
No equipment. Just a land. Gotta try to be the aggressor.
You draw a Doomblade.
Sort of.
Agony Warp?
Yeah.
Alright, you have an Agony Warp.
Slowly getting through the creatures in your graveyard.
Alright, the trump card is here. The trump card is here. Am I dead? No, I'm not dead. Okay.
What is
Consecrated
this?
Sphinx.
Oh. That cannot be Glenalendra either. That is very bad news. I don't know if we beat that.
Yes, I would like to draw 2 cards. Thank you.
I imagine you would.
Now we're playing EDH.
Okay. Well, we'll pass the turn.
Alright, it's time for your big
And
fairy.
not as big as a Consecrated Sphinx. Oh, that Sphinx. That was in the sideboard, right?
It was in the sideboard.
Oh, that's so much card draw.
Yeah.
Well, if I get blown out, I get blown out. I can't win if that stays on the battlefield. If you got the Vapor Snag...
No, we do not have the Vapor Snag.
Alright. Well, I think that's worth it. We'll go back to passing.
Glenalendra test.
You can have that one.
Link at it.
Not at the ponder.
Okay. Geist.
Well, maybe we should have countered the ponder. I guess you would have drawn it sooner or later anyway. Oh, come on, deck. Can we even play this? This attacks. Chump. Alright.
Woo. Interesting.
I think I have to.
It's an interesting choice there.
I'm feeling pretty dead no matter what, but I think we survive one more turn.
This Moreland Haunt is so good.
Yeah. I think we're back to the hope we survive chain together cryptics game plan.
What do you got?
I got a land.
So you chump. Interesting. Okay.
Yep, fire up the conclave.
Vapor Snag. Oh, you have to use the underground river to do it as well.
Yep.
I like where this is going.
Well, we are at 1, and we have a Bitter Blossom on the battlefield.
And
you got another Geist anyway?
I have another Geist.
Oh.
And it doesn't even matter if you top deck a Wrath, because then I just make a Spirit token. Oops, I tapped wrong, so it actually does work.
Oh, Bitter Blossom. Well, I didn't have a Cryptic on top of my deck anyway. Wow, so 3-1 in favor of Delver, and they felt like most of them, I mean, I got mana screwed one game, but most of them felt like fairly good draws or reasonable draws for the deck. So what do you think, Richard? What's your takeaway from Delver versus Faeries Goat Magic?
I miss blue in Standard so much, Seth. Turn 1 Delver, turn 2 Mana Leak, turn 3 Vapor Snag or Geist, turn 4 Snapcaster Mana Leak. How do you lose?
We have Kefnet now, though, Richard. Everything is good.
It turns out my unblockable creatures and Geist were too much for you to handle. Like, you never saw the Pike. The Pike is the deadliest because I can get like a 6/2 first strike, and you literally can't deal with that. But just the threat of a sword on a Geist with Moreland Haunt is good enough. So even though you have a lot of annoying flying blockers, you have cryptic commands. Cryptic is not particularly good when your opponent has Mana Leak to counter it. So it turns out the Fairies were too small, and your life loss actually mattered. Your Thoughtseizes, your Bitter Blossoms, your Underground Rivers, they added up, and I'm just dinking and dunking with these 1/1 Spirit creature tokens, and it's enough to get there. So it felt a lot better on my side than I thought it would go. And it goes to show you the power of Delver and why we don't get these cards in Standard anymore.
Yeah, I was very impressed by the Delver deck. I mean, I think the Fairies deck, I think that it is a close match, but I think you just have a couple of cards that are so hard to deal with that puts the game in a position where if one of those cards resolve, it's just so hard to get back in the game, specifically Geist of St. Draft. But I was amazed by the power of Moreland Haunt. Like, once the game went long, in our games, unless you just win with Geist, my deck isn't likely to win very quickly. I guess I could theoretically start misbinding you multiple turns in a row on turn 4, but for the most part, it's going to be a long game. And in a long game, Moreland Haunt is basically Bitter Blossom, except you don't lose any life from it. And you're very right that the life loss was very relevant from Bitter Blossom. I spent so much time just chumping, and I think unlike in some matchups where a 1/1 flyer would be a really big threat, you had enough stuff that could block it with your spirit tokens and stuff that I was kind of just chumping and draining my own life total away and could never really go on the offense with Bitter Blossom. And then I just didn't have answers to Geist of St. Traft. I had 4 Infests in my sideboard, which are kind of an answer, and we did see them a little bit. But if you get a sword on it, it's not an answer anymore. And I'm just kind of in permanent chump block mode, especially if you get a sword on it. The only creature I have that can really deal with it is a Mistbind Click, and that's a painful trade anyway, and it's always running the risk of Vapor Snags and other tempo plays. So I don't know, for being such a dominant deck, I was surprised at how well Delver actually stood up to it. And what do you think? Is this another one of the power creep situations? Do you think that Geist of St. Traft and Snapcaster are just better than the Faeries cards, or not necessarily?
Yeah, I think that's the problem with Faeries. Like, even in Modern, the bodies are too small. So you really need to disrupt your opponent. Whereas with me, I just land 1 threat, and Geist is hitting for 6 a turn. Whereas when you land your 1 threat, it's a Vendilion Click, or it's a Bitter Blossom. So you run into that problem, and I think it's the equipment that puts my deck over the top. I think in terms of like counter and tempo plays, we have the same cards, but my equipment and Moorland Haunt, especially, because you deal with all my threats, and then they come out for a second round, because Moorland Haunt's a land, whereas Bitter Blossom is an actual card that you have to cast.
Any final takeaways on this episode of Goat Magic, Richard?
What if we just replace the current standard with Innistrad Standard? I so miss Delver Secrets. Man, what a deck. It felt so good, Seth. You don't know how good it feels. You win the game when you just open. It's like opening with the ley line in hand. When you have a turn 1 Delver. Even though it took me 10 turns to flip my Delver, it was okay.
So
it feels so good.
Is there any chance you think that we see something like that again? Will we ever see Faeries, or not literal Faeries, but something similar, or Delver in Standard again? Or is this just another relic of a bygone era of Magic, just like Black Lotus is and Show and Tells, but not as far in the past as those decks? Like, is that where we're at now? This is just not as supported style of deck for Standard anymore?
Yeah, I don't think they would purposely do this. Like, I don't think they knew how strong Delver was when they printed it, and it was a mistake. So we might get a lucky mistake in Standard to up the power level, but, it felt good. Mana Leak, Snapcaster Mana Leak, but if you're on the other side of the table, then you're feeling pretty miserable, and that might just cause you to scoop your deck from F&M and go home. So I don't know. I don't know that Wizards wants to go back to that point in time.
That is true. As someone who likes to play these decks, I think it would be fun, but that is a real concern, and I definitely remember both of these decks, honestly, got to the point where Wizards had to print something to deal with them. With Delver, ended up being Thragtusk to deal with Snapcaster, Vapor Snag, Snapcaster, which was just so insane, and then Volcanic Fallout for the Faeries deck. So they weren't necessarily fun. I think it's fun for us when we do a Goat Magic and play a match of it, but if this was Mardu Vehicles or 4-color Copycat, you can bet that people would be flipping out about how horrible Standard was if one of these decks were in the format. Anyway, I think that wraps up our episode of Goat Magic for this week. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Make sure to leave in the comments any feedback you have, but especially if you have ideas for other Goat Magic episodes. I'm trying to get a running list of ideas for future episodes. So if you have a sweet potential matchup for Goat Magic, make sure to let us know. Richard, big thanks for hanging out. It was a fun one.
Yeah, awesome. Anytime you want me to play Delver, just let me know.
And thanks to everyone else for watching. So have an awesome day. Thanks for watching, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.